Okay, so this is episode 4. Some takeaways for me were like in the beginning of the episode, oh my gosh, someone like cut the phone lines next to Shelly's apartment, I guess, which could have been important. Like they could have known like that someone would have tried to call somebody if they knew what was going on, so they just cut the phone lines. Um the the blood on the door number 3, which was Fred's friend's place. That was interesting too because they bring that up a lot, but then they say that Fred doesn't know how it got there. And then like later throughout the episode they said that he what was it like hurt himself and reopened a scab and got like blood on the door, but the blood spatter didn't match um that like incident happening, so it definitely was something else. And then when we get to Fred's like interview, he was saying how he was drunk, so like or well, he drank like 5 beers, so I assume that he was drunk and that he probably just wouldn't remember anything that happened the next day. That's like my assumption. Um, and then like he claimed that he was sleeping, but he ended up hearing like pounding or knocking on something, but he didn't know what and he couldn't tell where, which I mean there's a lot of places, so I guess it's understandable, but he was mentioning that he was sleeping, but when everyone like Pat and the police or whoever got there saw him, they all said that he was fully clothed and like ready to go to work, but or go somewhere hunting with his dog, I guess. I don't know where this dog came from either, but I mean, sleeping in your clothes to be ready for the day is normal, but he was like asleep, so I would assume he wasn't. Um, and that he like poked his head out through the door and like didn't notice anything. Like I would have at least probably smelled it, but maybe he didn't. And then yeah, I don't know where the dog came from. And then he mentioned getting a scab from the dog too, or from the door. There was a scab, and that's why there was blood on the matchbook. Seems like all of his like blood that is somewhere is because of a scab. Thought that was interesting. Um, the same type of blood that's on the matchbook is his, which or the same blood type that's in the scene is on the matchbook, which I mean like it's similar. Doesn't mean it's his, but it's just something that I noticed. And then Alan, that was that was his that was Shelley's ex, I think, right? So I thought that he was interesting because like he was really like short with all of his answers on the interview that he had. I mean, probably he wasn't like a part of it, so whatever. But I just thought that that was interesting. That was really weird about his interview. And then Eric, a guy that she never met and not even knew, but they wanted his like fingerprints and blood. Um, and like he didn't want to do it, and then he did it, and then they were really like crappy to him about it, and he was not happy about it. But he still did it because that's what they wanted from him. And then Larry, um, like someone from like the party, he was missing when the vehicle, when he was missing when oops, he was missing when a vehicle was stolen and missing during the hours that she was that Shelley was murdered. But I guess he had an alibi that like lined up, but it was super weird. I thought that was really interesting. Like the whole that he was supposed to go see a girl, but then went like his some girl that he was talking to that he liked, and that he went to go see his ex girlfriend instead and watch her sleep, which was 30 minutes from where he said he was going, or whatever. That was interesting to me, even though he had nothing to do with this. I just thought that was interesting. And then the whole like statistics with the 25 to 30 or 25 out of the 39 were people that were Hispanic or like African American when the statistics were like 9 out of 10 people were white in Laramie. And then The thing at the last part of the episode where someone from Arizona Police Department called someone at Laramie Police Department or whatever and said how someone admitted to killing her. I thought that was really interesting, and then that was a crazy cliffhanger. So I hope we learn more next week.